Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and today we're taking a look at a helmet from Fend. And you're like, is this really a bike helmet? Yeah, it is. They are known for their collapsible bicycle helmets. So we're going to unfold this here in a second, but I just want to let you know, they have two versions here. This is the version with the light. This one is called the Fend Super Helmet. The other one is called the Fend 1 Helmet. That other one without the lights goes for $99. This one goes for $129. And I do have this in the black. They did have a really enticing, like neon yellowish kind of green version, which would be great for visibility, but I am somebody who likes to keep things as, as uniform as possible. If you're in the streets of, let's say, New York City here, I think this is going to be the better option. But what I did love, and the only reason why I kind of went with this color, is because of the lights on here. So let me show you exactly what I mean by this is a foldable helmet. So you may think, okay, it's like slim like this, and just like that, it is locked into place, and it is a full service, full size, fully functional helmet here. By the way, you may see some little scrapes and everything. That's not from falling, but that's just because when I do lock my bike up with a U-lock, I tend to stick the U-lock through this, and this kind of hits like the pole or whatever this is on. So this has not been hit. I haven't, been hit or, fallen with this, but that's just what the little marks are here. So we're going to put this on. This is a medium size. They have small, and I just want to look at their website. Small is 54 to 57 centimeters, medium is 57 to 59 centimeters, and large is 59 to 62 centimeters. And for me, I usually have to get the bigger size helmets, but this one, it just seems to be exactly what I need. And it does have one of those little things here in the back. You see me twisting it? Am I on camera? Yeah. You get a much tighter and nicer fit with that. So this one is solid on here. You can adjust this little part just like any other helmet, but let me show you the lights. Now, just to make sure, because these lights are removable because they are rechargeable with USB-C, but one tap and you're like, okay, this is the front light. And you see, like we have studio lights here, so it's kind of like super bright, but you can see, hey, oh, is this the front? This is the front. And if you tap it single time, hopefully you see that this is the back, that's the red. So we're gonna actually hold this down. 1, 2, 3, and now we have that kind of long light. Now it goes through 3 different kind of performance modes. This is kind of like the slow pulse of it. Now we have blah, 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 and I think it then, it goes to a pulse. And then you have just a solid light here. And I really like that they're visible. And by the way, let me just do the back one here. 1, 2, 3, and that should be it. And I believe, I'm trying to see with my hand. Can I even? No, I can't see that. We're gonna take that one off in a moment just to kind of look at this again. But I do like that there's 3 options on here. Because for me, while you may think, okay, a nice solid option is great for you, I go for the pulse because at least it's like there is darkness and there's light and there's like, when you're driving, when you're walking around, when you're on another bike, it's really good to see that there are things kind of moving around you, and it's one uniform light, at least in my opinion, is kind of just, I will forget about it. But if you have something pulsing like this is good. And let's say you were in a very, let's say, hectic area, I would then turn to this because it really kind of mixes things up and allows you to be very visible. Now we're going to look at the back here. The back is this nice red. And again, we'll go from our kind of manic flashing, which is what I call it, and then we'll do the solid pulse. Now, of course, just like any light, if you have the solid pulse, it's going to use the battery up longer, but it's all about what you really want to use this for. All right, so you're like, what am I going to do? Battery's about to run out. Do you see how my hand is inside here? There's like a little space. All you have to do, just push, this comes out, push on the back, this comes out too. So let's say you don't have the lights or you don't want to use the lights, it's still fully functional. You can see that there is still gaps in the front and the back, and you can still use it. So we're going to put this down to the side, and again, it's going to be long press. Well, actually, we're going to do I want it to go back to my pulse because that's how I use it. And then long press, 1, 2, 3, done. 1, 2, 3, done. And you'll see here, they have these little covers, and that covers the USB-C port, which you can just plug in, and you are completely done. And this is why, because to me, well, I guess the white has this yellow strip, but to me, they look very similar. If I'm picking these up in the last moment, I'm like, oh, which is which? That's why you just tap it once. Oh, this is the white. This is the front. And all we need to do is just put this in the appropriate place. There are little divots, and I would call them divots here, and they work with what's inside here. So let's see if this works the first time. I just want to make sure you're on camera. Yep, and that just sits in place. And we're going to do the back portion here. You can put them in either way, but because this is on this side here, I'm going to make sure that this little part is on this side here. And that's it. It just sits, and you can test the light, and it's perfectly fine. All right, so now we're going to go into how do we fold this down. Now, I believe on the One, it is different from the Super. So it's going to be a different process how to do this. But do you see that little point where it says Fend? This is kind of like how the video began. You're going to put your finger here, or your thumb, or whatever, fingers or thumbs. Thumbs are fingers. And you're going to kind of lift this up. And this will go inside. And you'll do the same for this side here. Pull it out. And this goes inside here. Now you may think, okay, you can just do one side and then the other. It's best to do both sides so that the little feet or the little fingers intertwine well with each other, and then it just becomes like this. It's weird. I keep on trying to think, what does this exactly look like? I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a little bug, or it's like a little sandwich, or it's like a taco. But all it is that if I needed to take this inside with me, for whatever reason, I mean, I've used this out in the rain, it's been perfectly fine, but if I needed to take this inside with me, all I would need to do is just bring this inside. I don't even know if I have like another helmet. Yeah, I mean, think of just, instead of this, having to carry this. And again, for me, I have other helmets. It's a stupid thing that's just with me that I don't want to carry anything extra with me. Let's say when I get to a nice restaurant or a meeting or something, I just don't want to carry that with me. So first, it's great that you have these little spaces which are big enough for a U-lock to fit through, but if you do need to bring it in there with you, let's say it's a very tight space, it's really great that you can just fold this in and it becomes less of a nuisance than, I would say, carrying a full size, because that is what it is. So yeah, that has been the Fend Super Helmet, and I've really enjoyed using this, and I guess you can definitely tell that I've enjoyed using this. But I would give it a try. You can get it on their website, fend.io. I've seen it at REI. I've seen it in many different places. And for me, I feel better that I have this. I feel like it's just more secure. I feel safer when I have a helmet on. Again, I own other helmets, but in my mind, and in a lot of people's mind, it's like the convenience of the helmet. And for a little bit, I'm just going to turn these lights off here, just so you can kind of see the light. 1, 2, 3. It's bright. Like, it is clearly bright. It is visible. And we're going to do the back one. 1, 2, 3. You can see the reflection on my hand. Man, this just works. Because I wasn't even thinking about the visibility part of it, but this really, really helps. And again, all black looks good, but I do have to show you on the website, you have to see this, because I think this is an insanely beautiful color, and especially in real life. look at that kind of neon color. If you want to do like full safety, that is a beautiful look, safety-wise and I think style-wise. But yeah, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put it in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Threads at m8b9, creative.reviews for this, and creative.ny, and you can email me at creativenyc2024@gmail.com. I love it, and I like that I'm being more responsible too. So you can take a look at that too. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.